Up with Angela Yee, and happy Thursday. And again, thank you to everybody who listens to the show, our whole Way Up gang. That's why we actually won a Gracie for the second year in a row, the second year of our show too. Today we have some special guests joining us. We've all heard about these toxic hair, braiding hair, and how it's been something that's such an issue because a lot of us get our hair braided. I know I do. Well, Kadidja Dosso decided to do something about it and start her own organic beauty company. She sells hypoallergenic hair extension and other hair care products. She'll be joining us today alongside Coach Gessie. And Dwayne Curry will be joining us. Now, you first saw Dwayne Curry's story on American Gangsta Trap Queens. Well, that story, Fighting to Be Me, the Dwayne Curry story, is now a BET Plus movie. Make sure y'all check it out. From celebrity stylists, fashion icons to having to go to jail for fraud, Dwen will be here to tell her story in her own words. And of course, we want to shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And you know what time it is. It's time to spread some love and time to shine a light. And today I want to shine a light on the women from Poor Minds. That's Drea Nicole and Lex P. They have a new series, Travel Queens, that's premiering April 23rd on BET Her. And here is that trailer.
I'm Drea Nicole.
And I'm Lex P.
And together we are Travel Queens.
From Charleston to the streets of Cartagena, we're eating good,
Drinking good.
cheers, and experiencing the beauty of different cultures.
So we're taking you to incredible destinations with a special focus on the Black experience.
Well, congratulations. We'll be tuned in April 23rd. Now, who do you want to shine a light on? So, Jen, who do you want to shine a light on?
My wife.
What's her name? And tell us why.
Well, her name's Sierra. And just because she's so supportive, she goes above and beyond, and she really holds me down, and I truly appreciate her.
Oh, that's sweet. You decided to call up here today for your girl, Sierra. How long y'all been together?
Well, we've been together for going on 9 years, but known each other for over 20.
And who proposed to who?
She proposed to me.
All right. Well, shout out to you guys. We love love.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Shine a Light. And when we come back, Kadidja Dosso is going to be joining us from Dosso Beauty. That's hypoallergenic hair and beauty products. And Coach Gessie will be here as well. Y'all know I have the detox program, the Detox Now with Coach Gessie. This is all about making sure that we stay as healthy as possible. It's Way Up.
Yeah. Let's go. Turn me up.
Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And my girl, Coach Gessie, is here with me today. We're also having a conversation about something that is alarming about synthetic braiding hair and protecting ourselves. And so, Coach Gessie, you're my friend and my partner in the Detox Now. And we're going to break this all down, but we have a special guest, Kadidja Dosso, the founder of Dosso Beauty. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You have a non-toxic hypoallergenic braiding hair brand that's changing the game. But when that story broke about how the braiding hair is, causing all kinds of problems, the carcinogens in them, it was something that made everybody sit up and take notice.
In a recent study, Consumer Reports they studied and they tested 10 hair braid brands, and all 10 of them tested positive 100% for carcinogens, which lead to cancer. 9 out of the 10 actually tested positive for lead. So, Kadidja, I know you knew this because you started this. Seeing that everywhere, what did that make you feel like?
I felt vindicated. I'm like, oh my God, I've been saying this for years.
Up, y'all.
We've had this brand for years. And the craziest part about it is that literally last year we conducted 2 studies. One to test our hair for lead, mercury, other carcinogens as well too, and we're lead free, we're EU standard, and we're clinically tested hypoallergenic too.
Right now, Kadidja Dosso, Philly's own Dosso Beauty Products, is here with us alongside Coach Gessie from the Detox Now. Kadidja, you knew something was wrong, and you created this brand because you had some issues.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
What most people don't know is all these braiding hair companies or brands, they can put whatever marketing they want on the actual packaging without any regulation because it's not regulated at all.
Yeah.
So it said it was clean therapy. It said that it was free of carcinogens, and it actually wasn't. I had a severe allergic reaction, dermatitis bumps all up and down my forehead. I had to take the hair out the next day.
That is wild. See, and if that happens to you, you might think, did they braid it too tight? Like, what happened?
You're giving yourself
So
reasons.
then what did you do after that?
After that, I went to Instagram and I polled about 200 people, and they also said, girl, I've been stopped wearing braids because I have been getting a really, really bad allergic reaction. So I then took it upon myself to go out and find the best of the best and test so many different manufacturers.
You know, I think something that's important about what you said is that a lot of times some people may say, well, I don't have an allergic reaction. I don't have bumps. But that doesn't mean that you're not still being affected by those toxins, because they're not just sitting on top of your head, right? They're actually seeping into your pores, because the skin on your head is actually the most prominent in terms of direct feed into your bloodstream. So even if you're not showing it by virtue of a skin reaction, it may show up for you with fibroids. Remember, there was a study recently around the connection between the chemicals and relaxers, and then also with fibroids as well as cancer. So this is very similar. It's really akin. For you, it may show up with heavy periods. It may show up with a thyroid dysfunction. So don't think just because, oh, I don't have that reaction, that means I don't need clean hair. Right?
And that's wild that there's no regulations. What it shows is, because we are the ones that really use this braiding hair, they don't really care about us.
No, for sure. They don't. And I mean, honestly, even when it comes to the actual ownership of it, most people don't know this, but the beauty industry, and more specific, ethnic hair care industry, is owned by less than 2% of black women. But we consume more than 90% of the actual ethnic hair care market.
Kadidja Dosso is here. Coach Gessie is here. And we're talking about your health. We're talking about the toxic chemicals in braiding hair and in beauty products. We have more when we come back. It's Way Up.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? Is Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm talking to Kadidja Dosso, the owner of Dosso Beauty. She has hypoallergenic hair extensions and other hair care products for black women, alongside Coach Gessie, who is always fighting to make sure we take the best care of ourselves as possible, and that we have all the information when it comes to our bodies and our health.
What makes it non-toxic? Because people would be like, well, what makes it toxic? What makes
Right, if
yours
there's no
certified
regulations, how do we even...
Exactly. So Dosso Beauty is clinically tested hyperallergenic. It's also non-toxic. So what makes it non-toxic is we purposefully tested it for lead, mercury, other carcinogens, and other VOCs, independent third party, and made sure that it was EU standard, because y'all know the US standard.
The US standard is toilet. Yeah, that's trash.
So I wanted to make sure that it was hyperallergenic. Again, I had that allergic reaction, so I needed to make sure it was hyperallergenic, safe for sensitive skin. Princeton actually reached out to us to conduct that actual study. Yeah. And it was amazing. They tested it on 100 test subjects who also had sensitive skin. So I needed to make sure that we was good, right? So we have that. We made sure that it was lead free. We made sure that it was mercury free as well too, so it doesn't go into your bloodstream. It's super lightweight. I will let y'all touch my hair. It's light.
We can
it's
touch
like,
it.
you can touch my hair. You gotta ask. Super lightweight. We also have the most range of colors and length options. I knew that our silver foxes needed silver and gray braiding hair, okay? So we made sure that we had silver and gray braiding hair that is accessible. We have it in different lengths. So for the baby girls who are younger, they don't need long hair.
Right.
We have 16 inches, 28 inches, 32 inches. And then also the accessibility. We are on Amazon.
But in these boycott days, you can get it directly
from DossoBeauty.com. Okay, please. Come directly to us. We got you.
That's right.
But yeah, and we're black women owned.
Right now, Kadidja Dosso, Philly's own Dosso Beauty Products, is here with us alongside Coach Gessie from the Detox Now. We also have to talk about legislation, because I think it is also alarming that this is something that people know, but is there anything being done?
So there is class actions going around. The Consumer Reports actually put out a petition, which
they're almost at 30,000.
Yes,
they're
almost at 30,000.
They need 30,000. I think last night it was at 26,000.
Yes.
And the whole thing is to legislate for FDA more regulation, because as you said, there's literally no regulation. That's why it's in our beauty products. It's in all of our products.
Well, look, I appreciate you for coming up, and of course, Coach Gessie, you know, always on the mission to make sure that we're educating ourselves, because honestly, like, we shouldn't be ashamed of the fact that we weren't aware of this, but now we are.
I love that. It's just like, you know what? I can make a swap and change the rest of my life. Thank you, Kadidja, for making it. And, you know, I think for people who be like, oh my God, I've been using that. Well, this is the perfect time for you to join us for the Detox Now Challenge.
Absolutely.
Right? Because, listen, you got to reset your body. The fast is a great way to start. Reset your body, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're flushing it of those toxins your body's been harboring, right? Your body's been holding on to. And it's time to do that. And, you know, we start on March 31st, y'all. now. See if you want to join us. Go to thedetoxnow.com.
Thank you so much to Kadidja Dosso and to Coach Gessie for joining us. Make sure y'all get your Dosso beauty products. Also, the Detox Now. We do have a Detox Now challenge that is starting on Sunday, so you can join us if you get your products. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. And, of course, we also take voicemails in case you couldn't get through while the phone lines are open. You can still leave a voicemail, or you can go on the iHeartRadio app and click the little microphone in the corner, and you can also leave a message that way, and we will still get it. So today we have a question from an anonymous caller on our voicemail.
I had a 3-year affair. I ended up getting pregnant. I had a baby. He ended up leaving the wife for a brief amount of time. He moved in with me. Then he got back with the wife. It completely cut me and the baby off. So I put him on child support. So now he says that he's completely not in the picture, and child support is my only support. And he doesn't even pay it. So what should I do?
All right. Well, one thing I don't know from this message, I'm not an attorney, but I also don't know what state she's in. So I don't know what the laws are regarding child support when somebody's not paying. But I would say a couple of things here. It's very unfortunate that he is not trying to take care of his kid, regardless of what happened between you and him. This is still his responsibility, and at some point in his life, he's going to regret it. So I'm very sorry that he doesn't understand that he has to be able to separate what your relationship is with him and his relationship with his kid. So a couple of things I want to take into consideration. As a mom, are you doing what you need to do to make it convenient for him to be able to see his kid? But you did say that he's upset about paying child support, and now he's threatening to not see his child. You know, my thing is, people act like child support is the worst thing in the world at all times. A woman is a devil for putting you on child support. But if that's the only way that I can get support for our child, then yes, that is what has to happen. You got yourself in that situation by not handling your responsibilities. Sometimes the best way to mediate is to have the courts be involved. With that being said, it's damn near impossible to force somebody to see their child. The only thing that I can encourage you to do is, if you have a relationship with his parents, you know, your child's grandparents or anybody else, to try to make sure the child is somewhat involved and knows that side of the family, because at the end of the day, you don't want your child to grow up and feel like that side doesn't care about them, that side didn't want them, just because the father is a POS. You know, maybe you can even suggest some type of co-parenting mediation so that it's best for the child. But the main thing is, forget the fact that he's not with you. He left. He did whatever he did. It's about your child, and not wanting your child to grow up feeling some type of sense of something's missing, or they weren't wanted, or abandonment, if that's possible. And if it's not possible and he doesn't want to participate in any way, all you can do is be the best mom that you can be, and make sure that you don't badmouth the dad. Make sure that you don't make your child feel less, and make sure you're not always blaming him for things so that your child ends up feeling resentful. That is nothing that a child should have to have the burden of bearing. All right. Well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can leave a message and ask a question that way. And when we come back, Dwayne Curry is going to be joining us. Fighting to Be Me is on BET Plus right now, but you also were first introduced to Dwayne Curry on American Gangster Trap Queens. She's got a fascinating story. Was born Eddie, but now she's Dwayne Curry. It's Way Up.
We're about to do this. Yeah.
Yo.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and what a pleasure to have Dwayne Curry here with me, the original
gay gangster.
The original gay gangster, the GGs, baby. And if you haven't seen the original story on American Gangster Trap Queens, but then also the movie Fighting to Be Me, the Dwayne Curry story, it's a BET Plus original movie. I feel like true stories are so much more fascinating than anything that anybody could ever make up. And your story is amazing. So you come from Detroit, but you ended up in Oakland. You know, early on in life, you went through some struggles. Can we talk about that first, when you were in Detroit and it just was not working for you there?
You know, the childhood was not bad at all. I ended up going the wrong way and ended up on drugs. Mm-hmm. It was extremely bad to where I had to go to Oakland, where my mother sent me. Mm-hmm. And I ended up going there with my uncle. So at that time, the identity that I was trying to figure out within myself, I wasn't really comfortable with it because let's be real, I'm 57 years old. So I came out in early 80s.
You think that drugs is also a way for you trying to
Yes.
not be who you are?
Absolutely.
And escape?
It's a way to camouflage what's really going on, what you don't want to deal with. You know, so it ended up being more of an escape. So it wasn't until I became clean and I was actually able to see things the way that I needed to see them, especially by way of my uncle. He totally saved my life.
Right now, Dwayne Curry is here fighting to be me. The biopic on Dwayne Curry's life is on BET Plus right now. And Lisa Ray is also a large part of the story that's in the movie.
Yes. And Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo.
Yes.
Amazing. But clearly, personality-wise and what you were able to do for them, thanks to the fraudulent scamming. Partly, and we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, girl.
You know, and you was blessing not just yourself, but other people around you too.
You know what? Let me be real clear. This is the thing. The credit cards and things of that nature were predominantly for flights. Okay. So whenever I went shopping, my motto has always been, if you take from the game, you got to give back. You know, everything was not fraudulent. And you have to remember that I was a very renowned wardrobe stylist.
At a certain point, because I think we tell ourselves, okay, I'm going to stop when I get... Did you tell yourself that? I'm going to get clean. I'm going to not do this no more.
I ended up getting so ahead of myself where I had created such a lifestyle, not just for me, but my family as well. So it always had to be more. I was trying to find a way to be able to...
legit.
Right. I mean,
to get legit.
That's the
goal, to get legit.
Look, I was the stylist. And so I started doing well for myself, but then something happened and I had to jump back in. And you see it.
Watch the movie, y'all.
Right.
I'm talking to Dwayne Curry. There is a biopic, Fighting to Be Me, on BET Plus. We got more of Dwayne Curry's fascinating story, and the honesty and transparency is amazing. It's way up.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and Dwayne Curry is here with me. The biopic based on her life, Fighting to Be Me, is on BET Plus right now. You're a trans woman.
Yes.
And then you go to a jail, but you go to a male. So for you, talk to us about that.
When I went to prison, it was extremely different. The way I dealt with it is the way I deal with being in society today. I don't have a problem with cohabitating with any type of people. You know, of course, there was an unfortunate situation that happened with me when I was in prison. You know, that was really bad. But when it came to adapting, it was nothing but respect. I only had that one incident that was really bad. And if y'all want to know what it is, then you need to watch the movie.
Right.
I would never want to go to a women's facility.
Okay.
That's just me, myself, personally. Because it's a whole lot of work to be you and all of that. And I definitely don't want to be around tons of y'all or whatever when I go to yeah, I mean, at least give a some eye candy or something. Like, you know, I don't have to do nothing but yeah, I mean, you know, but when it comes down to, you know, transgenders, it should be a choice. And
you think it should be a choice? That's so hard.
Well, I
feel like it has to be across the board, whatever, you know what I mean? And that's the difficulty of it.
I mean, hey, I know for me, I'm not going over there to the women's side, so I don't.
And you're not going back to prison ever, so don't.
Girl, we doing movies.
Yeah, we doing movies.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing. That's done.
Right now, Dwayne Curry is here fighting to be me. The biopic on Dwayne Curry's life is on BET Plus right now. Now, what about the rest of the gay gangsters?
What about them?
Do you still keep in contact? What's the deal with that? And were they around when you went to jail? Because you had a whole crew, the gay gangsters. Y'all was running it up.
I just saw them at the premiere.
Oh, okay.
Zaire, he's not here.
Zaire. So Zaire was
that was my lover.
Your lover. He was Muslim, and he did not want his family to know about you. Or he said they did know about you. He just couldn't bring you home. So he wasn't necessarily closeted, but it was his religion that prevented him from knowing that this could go any further.
I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. You don't know who Zaire is?
I was trying to figure. I want to tell you because it's a real person.
It is, but I'm not going.
And I
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
gonna do it
lie.
on air. So
I was watching it and I was like, "Who
you better figure
is
it out."
this person?"
you know who it is.
All right. Well, listen, you guys, make sure you please watch Fighting to Be Me, the Dwayne Curry story. It's the reasons like this that I have BET Plus. Okay. It was actually phenomenal. It's amazing to have you here to be able to tell your story.
Absolutely. I love you.
All right. I appreciate it. I love you too. I'm so glad that you were able to tell your story. I know this is going to resonate with a lot of people.
Well, you know, you are that girl. So you done just pushed it out there. So I love it.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so proud of you.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And thank you again to Kadidja, Dosso, and Coach Gessie for joining us. Make sure you check out Dosso Beauty and, of course, the Detox Now. We are starting a Detox Now challenge on Sunday. I'm part of it. So get ready for me to be very clear-headed for the week after that. Also, thank you to Dwayne Curry. Make sure you check out Fighting to Be Me on BET Plus. But you can see all of those full interviews on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And today I'm actually in D.C. I'm at the U.S. Black Chamber's Women of Influence event. It's a gala celebrating the Power 50. I made the list, guys, as a radio personality, media personality, and entrepreneur. What I love about it is there's a whole bunch of my friends that are going to be in that room too. So shout out to Ingrid Best, to Valicia, to Nikki Sparrow. It's going to be a fun time. So check it out for pictures. And of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Hey, gorgeous. It's me, Jay, from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I just want to let you know that I adore you. And like that song says, I know you got a man, but you're still my girl. You're my radio girlfriend. Much love to you, Angela. Bye.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I would like to shine the light on both of my brothers, Robert Gilmore Jr. and Nicholas Gilmore, both of whom have been educators for 30 years this year. They have made an impact on their communities, and I am just so very proud of them. Robert teaches in Pontiac, and Nicholas is he lives in Douglasville, Georgia. So he's in one of those school districts in Georgia. Thank you.
It's showtime. Yeah. I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.